Dundee United versus Celtic ended a 0-0 draw. Let's get into the post-match analysis. Now, Dundee did have the home advantage playing the game at Tannadice Park. However, the game was actually very much dominant in favour of Celtic. Celtic had most of the possession and they were the ones really dictating the game, taking the most shots and really trying to do something with the game. And in the post-match interview, Brendan Rodgers did say the players didn't do enough to test the goalkeeper. Now, he did also mention that the weather did play a factor and the conditions could have been a little bit better. However, they should have done more. The interviewer did ask Brendan Rodgers, does he feel that the sicknesses and injuries that currently affecting the squad have caused this 0-0 draw? And Brendan Rodgers said, no, the injuries and sickness aren't the reason for this 0-0 draw. The players just needed to be a bit more clinical. However, he does appreciate the fact that missing key players does play a big role in terms of what happens on the pitch. However, there were a few chances created today, and that was enough, and that's something that they want to see. Brendan Rodgers ended the interview by commending Dundee United. They've done very well, and let's be honest, they were very resilient. And in some sense, I wonder if it was that Celtic wasn't good enough today, or was it that Dundee United's defence was just, immaculate? Probably a bit of both, but you got to give it to Dundee United. They did their thing against the champions, who are also unbeaten, so can't really complain. In terms of the players, Kyogo had a few chances. One notable chance where he really should have scored, but he couldn't find his feet and he sort of messed the ball up and yeah, it didn't go in the back of it, obviously. After watching the game, I think Kyogo is actually a very good player and I think he just needs a right bit of training and he could be a serious threat up front. Celtic did try and take a lot of shots outside of the box, which just shows that Dundee United's defence was so good that they were frustrating Celtic and they just had to try and shoot from anywhere. Also have to shout out McGregor in Celtic's midfield. He was bossing that game, he done well, good player and I think he's one to watch. Let's not forget Dundee's goalkeeper, Walton, because he put in some saves there, put in a good performance, and if it weren't for him, there probably would have been a goal. Celtic opted for a high-press game, trying to keep possession in the opponent's end of the pitch. However, Dundee was just tight, compact, and they just couldn't get through the middle. And that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to play the passes around the box, get through the middle, try and get a sneaky little ball in so they could have a little tap in, but it weren't going to happen. This draw should give Dundee a major confidence boost. Let's not forget, Celtic are the champions, they are top of the league, and they have not been able to beat them. They've not been able to turn them over. Dundee take a point, they stopped the rot after the previous loss they had, and now they're sitting below Motherwell, and they're going to see what happens in their next game. Celtic were hoping to capitalise on this and get the 3 points. However, they're still 9 points clear. They'll take the point, and they can just look down and wave at Rangers. But I want to hear your opinion. Did Dundee United play very well, or was Celtic just having a bad day?